Going into the 2020 season, the Las Vegas Raiders boasted one of the best offensive lines on paper. Started by Rodney Hudson and Trent Brown, they were ranked the number one offensive line going into that year by PFF. However, today, with Gabe Jackson's future with the team unknown and Trent Brown getting traded to the New England Patriots, the future of the right side of this line is uncertain. Now, when both players are at their best, Trent Brown is in a higher class than Gabe Jackson. However, on the field, the absence of Gabe Jackson will be more prevalent due to him playing 98% of the team's snaps compared to Trent Brown's 25% last season. Also, at right guard, there is no clear replacement for Gabe Jackson. However, at right tackle, I believe Denzel Good is a replacement for Trent Brown going forward. Good has shown the ability to play at left guard, and right tackle. His versatility is valuable. He is familiar with the team and system and was impressive when he was thrown in at right tackle to block Brian Burns in week 1 of this season after Trent Brown exited after 3 snaps. He also played week 2 and week 3 at right tackle and did a very solid job. I also believe he can come at a relative bargain in the tackle market with his guard tackle designation. But who replaces Gabe Jackson at right guard for Vegas? When looking at the current roster, John Simpson, the Raiders' 4th-round draft pick from last year, played primarily left guard at Clemson and has only played 21 NFL snaps at right guard when he had to replace an ejected Gabe Jackson against Tampa Bay last season. In those 21 snaps, he committed a penalty and gave up 3 QB pressures, so it's not somewhere he excels, but maybe with an offseason he can transition over there, but I don't think that's something you want to do considering that the left guard ahead of him is Richie Incognito, who is 38 years old. Continuing to look at in-house solutions that are already on the roster, I do not believe bumping Richie Incognito from left guard to right guard would be optimal or should be considered an option. He hasn't played right guard since 2009, and if he's able to return to his form he had prior to his injury, he really is an all-pro, Pro Bowl type level caliber left guard, and you really shouldn't be trying to move him. Now, when looking at solutions in free agency, a free agent I think the Raiders should target is Lane Taylor. Taylor has had an outstanding 8-year career in Green Bay, and he has shown the ability to excel at both guard positions. And because of his price, he'll be one of the best options. He's coming off a knee injury he suffered in the season opener last year that caused him to miss the whole season. And for that reason, I think he may come out at less than $7 million per year, a bargain, and cheaper than what Gabe Jackson was making. Another player I think they can target is Kyle Long. Similar to the way they signed Richie Incognito, the Raiders can attempt to revive a formerly retired guard's career. Some differences are that Incognito was north of 36 years old when the Raiders signed him, and Kyle Long is only 32. Long did have a rough season a season ago, but I think he would be an interesting move for Vegas. The last guy I wanted to mention is Germain Ifedi. After being somewhat of a first-round bust in Seattle, he has become a solid player who has shown he can play both right guard and right tackle. He had a solid year last year in Chicago. He does have a history with Tom Cable in Seattle, and if anything, I think he could provide depth and be a swing tackle for Vegas. And in case you were wondering about the 2 schools that Mayak loves to draw from the most, Clemson and Alabama, keep an eye out for Alabama's Deontay Brown, who played both guard spots for Alabama, and Jackson Carman, who played tackle at Clemson, but due to his inability to handle speed on the edge, but his ability to win with size and strength on the inside, projects as a guard at the next level. So what are your thoughts? Would you be comfortable if the offensive line looks something like this in the future? I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions.